And here we go into game one. The chat, if you guys could tell me if the sound's alright. I tested it earlier, it seemed to be fine, but we'll see what you guys have to say. Let's make sure this works. We didn't do a lag test. I don't think it'll be a problem, but we'll find out. And of course, this is game number one. Let's check the hunt. Both have one hunt in the base, one in the front, and then a line down the side. So it looks pretty fair. So this is a pretty aggressive spawn. Let's check mines. 2 mines, 2 mines. Alright. So pretty good spawn. Here we calculated eco pop. It's a coin start, so interjection starting with the market. Sioux is gathering his coin. Looks like with the coin treasure he could take a market. I'm not sure if he's going to do that or not. He might just elect to chop food and try to get up as fast as possible. He's going to pick up this XP treasure, which is going to help him. Good little micro on his tiger there to save the tiger. Interjection was in the area, but he isn't going to see it. That XP treasure is going to help him get his first shipment faster. You can see he's a little ahead now of where interjection is on the shipment tracker. Both players just scouting around. I don't see 90 food, small wood treasure, ship line of sight, small wood. Oh, look at that. Power of the area damage. So far, Sioux is doing a really good job in Age 1. I don't think Interjection's gotten really any treasures of note. He did get the market up. He did get hunting dogs in right away. Not the greatest job of herding here from Sioux, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. It could be a little more optimal. He'd probably have some idle time if he goes for a 15 village up with that. Interjection, on the other hand, is well herded. And he is doing a good job of picking up cows around the map. Sioux is going to take a 35 wood, so he, again, continues to do a really good job with the treasure gathering. And he does get, with that XP treasure, his 3 bill shipment in a little quicker than Interjection does. Now, what can we expect to happen in this matchup? Sioux is pretty weak to musket pressure in H2, so we could see Interjection try maybe 2 racks musket. He could try Muskoss, the Samwise build. We'll be interested to see. We should be able to get a tell on that depending on what he does in transition. And then Sioux, really they need to scout what their opponent's doing. TP, the TP change, not trading posts, but TPs, the Sioux unique building. Those do have a lot of defensive potential. Seton bows have been buffed in the past, but they're still not the greatest. But if you can get a good defensive posture with the TPs in your base, you can hold. The problem is that you really don't want to be staying in H2 too long. You need to get to H3. Utilize your tools like rifle riders, like Wakinas. So that's really your goal, is to get there as fast as possible. And if you have to spend your wood on TPs on Seton bow, it's really slowing you down. Both Interjection hasn't started his second hunt yet. We see that Sioux has. Both players are now aging up. Interjection was a little quicker. And we'll see if he's going to move his hero to the trading post and take a trading post. That to me would indicate some kind of semi-FF play. He's not going to be going all in with 2 racks musket. Continues to gather cows. Sioux really needs to herd this hunt in right away. He needs to have food regardless of what he's going to do. And this hunt being exposed out here is going to negate a lot of advantage from a defensive posture. And now Interjection's transition to coin once he's got his TP going up. We'll see if he stops at 125 for steel traps, or if he continues to chop a little bit. He's now at 120. He does only have one guy left, so it looks like he's gonna probably go for a cav semi. A little idle time with the scout, not a big deal, but definitely something to keep moving around right now. There he goes, back on the move. Sayuri, I think he's gonna herd this hunt. Yep. So not really hurting this hunt. He started working on it and then gave up. Okay, interjection's up. Standard age up, 400 wood. He does have a forward villager here in this hunt. Let's see what he does with the wood. And he does go Inrex barracks, so looks like defensive musket age up here. It's gonna come. Sayuri is chopping wood for some reason and gathering his 400 wood. Oh, and he goes for a stable a little outside of his base, so interjection is gonna scout this right away. Yep, he will scout the stable. So 4 vills coming in for interjection. So very standard so far. He is going to lose his nice punch there, take the scout out. Nothing really to... he's chopping a lot of wood. I wonder what he's doing. Okay, there's a war hut behind this. And 4 Axe Rider first, so I think he's going to try to be aggressive, but... I don't think he's going to have much success. You know, French is very powerful in the defense with the CDB. They have 40 range resist, so they can tank quite a bit of damage on a rush. And interjection just smartly defending with his musket. Has some idle vills around the map, but oh, we might lose one here. This would be a nice pickup, but nope, Sayuri doesn't react in time. Now 5 more Axe Rider coming out. And Seton Bow in queue, more muskets in queue for interjection. It would be nice if you could take down this TP. It definitely gives him an advantage in 2 ways. Either he takes the TP down, which is nice, it'll slow the French down as interjection tries to age up if he has 700 coin coming next. But also, the musket units are quite slow, so it'll drag. If he wants to defend this, he has to walk his muskets around. And then the Sioux player can use the speed advantage he has with his cav. But interjection coming in now. He's going to be able to snipe a vill right away. Ooh, 6 Seton Bow coming out of the war hut at a great timing. And he is forced to run away. He doesn't lose a vill, but he 2 muskets down. So that is actually pretty good for the Sioux player. Let's take a look at units in queue. More muskets coming down now. So far, the Sioux player is doing a really good job. I think this is quite unorthodox strategy, but he's coming in now, and he's looking to do some damage. I don't think he's going to get any vills. His interjection's got a nice choke. He is going to lose 1. A lot of muskets going down, though. Minutemen had to be called to try to defend, and now he's going to be forced with the TC. Well, there are some vills stuck in here that he's probably going to lose another vill. Maybe not. Good. Good hold from interjection. Let's check. Units lost. So he did lose 1 villager, but he did take down 4 Axe Riders, which is basically the shipment. So, not a terrible trade. Obviously, doesn't want to lose the vill, but against Sioux, he has the eco advantage, so he can afford it. The Axe Rider's coming in now. Now some clubs being added. Very aggressive play so far. You can see the military shipments. And Sayuri should have another shipment on the way. We'll see if it's going to be maybe clubs, the other Axe Rider shipment, dog soldiers. These are all possibilities. Now 2 Huss out of the stable that interjection built. 700 coin on the way. You can see he's quite a bit mismacroed right now. He's got a lot of wood stacked up from the 700 wood shipment. He has 60 pops, basically he has pop. He could maybe make a batch or 2 of Expo. A big batch of Cav now from the Sioux player. He did go 5 bill, so he looks like he's trying to transition to Eco. I'm not sure if that's really the right thing you want to do in this situation, considering the early effort he put into eco, and he's gonna interjection pulling the vills. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not. A lot of cav here in play. Interjection did get his 2 husks on top of the Seton, and a batch of 4 coming out, and 3 from the shipment. He has a big window right now. He is pulling the vills in to at least tank some damage. He needs to focus down the war chief right away so he can not have a speed disadvantage in this fight. And he does get the war chief down, and he's cleaning this up quite hard. You can see the military population heavily into his favor. He did lose 6 CDB out of that, so economically he's down quite a bit. 6 bills recalculated. Let's take a look at the text completed. So he does have all of his upgrades in. And now he's continuing to push with the stage 2 pressure. Now he does have a window. He swept that fight so hard. He can probably take down both of these military buildings. He is going to try to chase down the X-Rider, but no luck. More Musk and Huss and Q behind this. And Sayuri is not training bills. He does have an X-Rider and clubs and Q. At this point, he's probably going to, unless he can hit a timing with a shipment out of this war hut, he's going to lose both of these buildings quite hard. And I just don't know, you know, he did a great job with the early pressure, but I'm not sure how he holds from here. He's quite a long ways away from aging up. He is making another stable, but he's going to need quite a few batches of bow riders to get out to be able to hold this. And he has 4 X-Riders in queue in this stable. Oh, he gets out 5 and he gets away. So that's a big win. He really needed to get those out. If he can go harass Interjection right now and at least distract his army, he'll have a chance to hold. But you know, that's a wish. Interjection should be able to defend at home with not a lot of units. He's got quite a few muskets on the way. Gets about half of a X-Rider taken out there. The bigger problem right now for the Sioux player is he's basically out of hunt. You know, he's got 3 dead Asian deer in his base, plus 2 cows. He started to eat one of them. And Interjection going to work on these TPs now, which is, it's a good thing to take out. He is going to have to fight here eventually, so losing the advantage that the TPs give will help him. And Sayuri's got quite a bit of coins stacked up. He could, so he sends Cav Combat. Yeah, he doesn't have the Pistolero shipment. At this point, I'm not sure that's even going to help him, given the amount of Cav Interjection has. Yeah, and I think Interjection's basically in a dominating lead in this game right now. I'm not sure how the Sioux player can come back and win. Ooh, there's a good shipment right there. I just don't think this is enough. He does ship Evening Star, so he's able to transform all of his X-Riders into Rifle Riders, which counter both of these units, but I don't think he has the mass. He's doing a good job kiting right now. And if he had those TPs, it'd be a really big advantage, but you know, he's down. Basically, Interjection can target down 3 of these Rifle Riders, have almost 0 HP left. He takes 2 out right there. There's still these 3 that have hardly anything. The Cav even can kill him. Interjection not targeting though. He's taking a lot more damage than he needs to. Oh, he needs to get the snare on those. That would be a big thing. He doesn't do it. Okay. Good kiting still. Reinforcing muskets coming in. And now they down really 2 Rifle Riders. Interjection. He's got him snared. He can come in and snipe these last 2 out. Basically one left now. There's still 2 Cav idle here. So the Sioux player did a good job. He got a lot of X-Rider out, was able to convert him, but just still not enough. And that's game 1. GG. Interjection takes it down. he never was really able to spin that coin. You know, he gathered so much up, and really the story was he couldn't control those 2 hunts outside of his base. Just an unfortunate kind of map spawn. The map sometimes spawns that way where there's no back hunt, and he just couldn't get safe food. Interjection, you know, this was kind of the story of the game right here. You know, he had a lot of early pressure, killed a lot of villagers, but at Interjection's base, Interjection got the Cav batch out, he got the 3 Husk batch shipment, he had the Minutemen, he had the CDBs fighting, and he just totally wiped red, and he could never recover. So it was a valiant effort, but in the end, French is just too much. Let's go into game 2. Looks like the map's going to be Fertile Crescent. And it's Interjection's first pick since he was the winner of game 1, and Spain. So no surprise, he showed Spain in the last game at the beginning. It's his favorite civ, I believe. So it's no surprise he wants to play to his strength. Sayuri is on Germany right now. I think that's a pretty good matchup, especially with the boost to Doppels. Ulan in the past, you know, not the greatest versus Spain, considering that they have quite a bit of anti-cav shipments, and of course they can make goons. Doppels, on the other hand, are a lot better. The area damage, you know, getting the fights with all the melee units, with the Lancers, with the Husks, they do pretty well. So here we go, game number 2, Fertile Crescent, and we'll take a look and see how this map spawns. The TPs are, you know, both of these civs would like to get trading posts. It's hard to stagecoach this map, just the way that trading posts tend to spawn. Okay, so we have just the straight route, not the crossing route. So this setup is a little easier to get the stagecoach going if you want to do that, just because both of your trading posts are on your side of the map. It can spawn cross, which creates some problems. 2 hunts. I think this is an advantage for Interjection. I'm going to go on a re. So we want to make it as fair as possible. They both had a hunt, but I would say the German player was at a real disadvantage with its location relative to Interjection's location. So let's try this again. Game number 2, the round of 96 matchup between Interjection and Sioux3. This is a best of 3, so if Interjection wins this game, he wins the series. I'm not sure who he plays in the next round. You can check the bracket, but he'll match up with someone. This is not fair either. Well, I think it's better. Coin. Interjection doesn't really have a third mine. So they both have 2 mines. Germany's third mine is better, but his second hunt is worse. I think this is fair because Germany really wants the coin. So we're going to go with this one. I know Garja made some good points about this map. I think in this case it's fair. In this case we do have the crossing trading post route, so Interjection going right away for his TP. It was a 200 wood start. The German player isn't, which is interesting. He is chopping wood though. I wonder if he was going to go take that trading post for some reason. Well, probably to get his stagecoach. He must have realized that Interjection took it. So he is going to walk now. He's going to lose a lot of time with his Explorer. He's going to miss out on at least one batch of XP. Some small wood treasures. 100 food, that's going to be a good one. 80 coin and 30 food. 90 wood, so great start from Interjection. Got to get his TP down right away, which denied the German player from getting his. And, wow, the German player's up to, okay, 200 wood. Building his TP, still chopping a little much. Interjection does take down the 90 wood, though, so it doesn't really help him now because of he's already chopped, but it's going to accelerate either the second TP in transition or the market. And it's, you can see the benefit of that early TP. He does get the 3 bill shipment out before 2 minutes, which is a big advantage. You can see Sayuri is now just getting his, so this isn't going to come in 45 seconds after an injection shipment, which kind of helps balance out the fact that this German H1 bill shipment is basically 4 bills. Neither player started hurting their second hunt. Interjection working on this, or sorry, Sayuri working on the 65 coin. Interjection is getting 100 food, so he's having a really big H1 right now. He's going to be in a big advantage. So far, pretty standard. Interjection aging up. 15 bill. And Sayuri, he's queued to 18 and he's just now got 600 food, so this is going to be quite a slow age up. Let's see if he cancels that villager and goes up. Nope, he's going to let it finish, so he's not going to be up till after 5 minutes. I'm assuming Interjection is going to do some kind of FF play. He's chopping some coin here, or gathering some coin, sorry. He only needs to gather 100 coin. He's going to have his tower plus 200 coin shipment, and then 700 coin to make 1,000 to age up. So he will be able to put some pressure on right away, especially because Germany is going to be so slow. And he is chopping a lot of wood. I wonder if he's going to go for a second TP. He must have not scouted this hunt. He's going over here, or he's going to go proxy. Interjection is patrolling with his dog, though. He's going to scout this. And Interjection just couldn't be having a better go. Scouts the proxy bill, which I can only assume is going to be a barracks. Pike rush, maybe. We're given the amount of wood he's chopping here. He's assuming going to age up with 400 wood, but he's so slow with 18 bill age up, so I just don't see how this could work, especially if Interjection would have placed his tower defensively. But I think he scared this villager away, so now he knows he can put this tower forward. And 5 bills coming out from Sayuri. I don't know what he's going to do with this. All on coin now. So now, 503 age up. There goes the racks. Interjection's tower is still moving around, so the FB is basically going between the tower and the TC, which is alright. 700 coin already down for Interjection. He's almost got enough. He's going to have enough food by the time he gathers up his coin crates, so he's going to be up quick. Just over 7. And this first batch of units, and it's going to be doppel, so these doppels are going to be out, and Interjection's already going to be halfway aged up by the time they get even close to him. He'll have enough coin to regather, and also to have Minutemen, so he should be able to push this away pretty easily. And now he's going to scout the barracks, so he knows where the barracks is. He probably could have guessed, based on chasing that bill away, that it was going to be somewhere in the middle of the map, but now he knows for sure. gets his scouting information. Doesn't stick around because he doesn't want to lose his hero. You know, he does have the ability to train dogs, which will help him be able to defend. He's going to get his barracks down before the first doppels come. The Ulans are going to come, but they're not going to get there in time. I think with the TC fire and the vills, he can push these back and save his barracks. He's not going to lose this vill. Good job on his part. And he has a shipment. He could queue a shipment right now just as defense and cancel it if needed. There's really not any reason to, given how how safe he is with this, how slow the German player was. And 3 doppel shipment, and then an eco shipment behind that. So again, kind of a little bit of incoherent play. Still can't get a bill. Good job by Interjection, staying on top of it. He's got quite a few doppels banked up. Might cancel out. Oh, it's 4 rods coming out now. So he ages up with the pike, which is probably alright. You know, it's always a choice between the pike and the huss, which one you want to go with. So he has 9 dops now. 3 more in queue. Interjection making rods. You know, if Interjection just made some skirm or musket right now instead of making rods, he's what he really needs against the dops. If the dops get engaged with all this other hand cap, he's gonna win. Or hand infantry, he's gonna win pretty easily. And now he's going back with the doppel. I'm not sure what his plan is here. I don't know if he's looking for the tower. He probably could have been using the Ulan to do that. Two Felks now. So here comes the timing. A lot of hand infantry to defend the 2 Felks, and he really should be able to take this barracks out. I think he needs to try to get a flank on these from more than one side. If he brings a doppel all in from one side, he's just going to get wrecked. He just has 2 idle Ulans here. Yes, some doppel could be able to get out. Is he going to buy enough time with the Ulan? No. Oh, he is. No. The barracks falls before the next batch of doppels get out, and I just, you know, even if he can take down the 2 Felks, the tempo is just so in Interjection's favor right now, and he's not going to take down the 2 Felks, and this is over. So I think Interjection now can just, yeah, right-click the TC and win. And 2-0 for Interjection. Good game, solid on his part. I think the first game was a little more interesting. But, yeah. Good luck to Interjection in the next round. And the next game, I think, is in quite some